You make this rather snappy, won't you? I have some very heavy thinking to do before 10 o'clock.
Good morning, everybody. This is Get It Right Texoma on this May Day.
Yeah, it's the first day of May.
My grandfather's birthday on my dad's side,
the
McAdams side. Yeah, he I guess it's always May Day for some reason. I don't know. Not Cinco de Mayo. I always, even though they always seem to. I know at Cinco de Mayo, that's what. That's 5th of May. Yeah. But it's just, I don't know, some reason I think of the both of them at the same time. But in any case, good morning, everybody. We are here, and, this is the trio. This is Trey.
Yep, I'm Trey.
I'm Terry, and we got Mike always there right with us. And, he laughing at us, all that good stuff.
Yeah,
but
that's the way to do it. A little like Vanna White, or the presenter of the...
Yes.
Yeah, there we go.
So anyway, we go live every Friday morning, 7:30, and we go on Facebook and YouTube, and
That's right.
You can also comment and everything too. Just please let us know, kind of all that good stuff.
And the nice thing is, all this stuff, on Facebook, it goes away after a little while.
Yeah, after 30 days.
But YouTube is on there because I'm actually working on a tribute show we've talked about for Mike in a couple of weeks here. And I'm going back and doing that, and I'm pulling all of our archives, and it's all there.
Yep, it's all there.
I'm going to tell you, it has been a lot of fun. It's been very sad, but very fun going through some of the, and I think everybody's going to get entertained. Some of the there's one particular video that you're kind of the main part of it, but Mike's comment, my comments, and everything. It's kind of encapsulated.
It's the one
about the AI.
Yeah. I know. I love that one.
It kind of encapsulates the whole show.
Yeah.
And kind of our friendship and everything was working together. So.
Oh yeah. So anyway,
Mike and I are both sitting there going.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
You switch from face to face, and our faces are exactly the same.
Yeah. Well, anyway, this is
it.
Let's get into it. This is Get It Right Texoma.
That's right.
So what do we always do on Friday? The very first thing after the intro.
We do a local restaurant focus.
Yes. And
today is H4D Diner.
Never heard of it.
Catering. Yeah. It's a small place. It's over by the base. So if you go to the main gate of the base, and then you turn left or curve left stay on Old Burke Road, head towards Burke Burnett. Before you get to the hospital gate, on the left-hand side, there's 3 buildings there. There's a car wash. Now, it's not the first car wash. It's the second the old car wash that's been there for a long time.
Okay.
So you right past the car wash is a place called the Missile Club. It's been there like a long time.
Right. I guess related to the Missile Road, maybe?
Probably. I don't know. But then right next to it is a building, and it looks fairly small, but it's really long. When you go in, it's longer, and that's him. And then the building next to it is what used to be Luigi's before they moved over to the old Bogarts building.
Right.
So Luigi's used to be there. So if you've been around for a long time, you used to eat at Luigi's. It's the building right next to Luigi's, between the Missile Club and Luigi's.
Right.
They have some of the best hamburgers I've ever had. My mother actually lives over there, and she's redoing her kitchen right now, and so she's been going and getting sandwiches and stuff like that. And she found the place and told me about it, and we went over there and had lunch the other day, and it is phenomenal.
Okay.
And I had the jalapeno popper burger, which I think is that.
Yes, that looks really good.
Oh, it is good. I had the jalapeno popper burger, and my wife had the garlic burger, and it's great, phenomenal. That's the couple right there that runs it.
Yeah.
But they have, I think they've had catfish at times. They run out of catfish. Yeah, let me tell you, I walked in that place at lunch, and there were 2 tables of military. I mean, so the military people have found it.
Yeah.
The military people know good food.
Yeah.
And to get off base, and you've been in the military, you've been on bases, and you kind of get the same old on base. So you try to find something right off base that's close by. It's great food. There's a whole look at their picture of all those burgers right there.
Oh, okay. Oh, look at that middle one. What the heck?
Yeah, I don't know.
That looks big. Holy cow.
Yeah. It's got slaw on it. Oh, barbecue. That looks like barbecue as well. There's barbecue laying out there.
Holy cow. That's huge. Okay.
I'm telling you, their food is really good. Their tater tots are great. I didn't have onion rings. I had tater tots and had tried some of my wife's fries. The fries are really good. They've got a menu. I remember the gentleman telling people there that he's adding some things to the menu as well. So I don't know what he's going to add, but Really nice people, really good food. It's a great place to go. It's not too far. And if you, like I said, if you work on base or over by the base, you're right there.
Okay,
And
well,
there are their hours. They're open for breakfast and lunch, and then they're closed, and then they're open again for
during the week.
Yeah. And actually, it says 10:30, but they have a sign that says they do breakfast burritos from 8 to 10.
Oh, okay.
So I don't really know. I think that's kind of their
Maybe
official
they didn't
store hours.
get it updated.
Yeah, but there was a sign. I didn't.
Well, right
stop
here,
by.
6 to 10. It says right here.
Yeah, breakfast burritos.
Yeah, tomorrow morning, Friday. Okay, maybe is it on Fridays? Maybe.
Maybe so. I don't know.
6 to 10 tomorrow morning, which is this morning. So hey, after this, you can go and.
Oh yeah. Go get you a breakfast burrito there. But try them out. Really nice people and a great place, and the food is phenomenal.
H4D, and it says Jerky Diner and Catering.
Yeah, they do jerky as well.
Okay.
And some people were calling it the jerky store, but that's what they do, and they have their own jerky as well. But the food is great, so go check them out.
Yeah,
Local restaurant.
They got a website. It says HDJerky.com, I think, or something like that. Yeah, H4DJerky.com. There you go.
So you could get jerky and you could get food.
All right, cool.
So check them out.
All right. Well then, let's see what's up on the next thing. We've got.
This is going to be Loco for Cinco.
Yeah, Loco for Cinco.
That's right.
Okay.
I believe it's tomorrow. On the 2nd, because obviously the 5th is in the middle of the week, so they're doing it on May 2nd. It's going to be downtown, and I believe Ish Duran, who's by the way going to be in with us next week. He's the one who has taken over the art walk, or his company has taken over the art walk. I believe they do Loco for Cinco as well.
Right. Well, that's on their website. I think actually it is. This is Conpotentia.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm telling you, I think Conpotentia, I believe, means for potential.
Okay.
Kind of con means for, I believe. My Spanish is not great. I know a lot of words, but we could double check with him. But I believe that's kind of what that translate for is the potential or something like that.
Okay, so Loco for Cinco is heart of downtown. Will be a fiesta with live boxing. Oh, this is the one with the boxing and all of that stuff. Yeah.
And by the way, boxing is a very traditional thing in Mexico. When you hear somebody say somebody boxes like a Mexican, that's a compliment in the boxing community. That's not being derogatory. They're known for being just absolutely vicious boxers who no quit in them and no fear and no quit. Some of the greatest boxers ever are Mexican, came from Mexico, and that is a huge compliment, and it's a big part of their culture. Right, is the boxing, and so
there's the actual Facebook page for it, and there's fireworks.
There's gonna be fireworks. I think it starts at 2. It says 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock,
and it goes till 10. So they're gonna have fireworks afterwards. Right. But there's gonna be, I believe, dancing is gonna be there. Of course, lots of food.
Well, here's
you can't go wrong with any sort of Mexican food like that. If they have taco trucks and that thing out there,
right?
Oh, that's hog heaven for me.
Yeah. Well, so they've been promoting it. Look at all the different things going on.
Yeah.
I mean, that's another event. Nothing to do in Wichita Falls.
That's right. It's a huge event. And by the way, it's all day or part of the day. Yeah. But you could do basically all day if you wanted to into the evening. Or if you can't get away, you work on Saturday or you're mowing the yard or whatever. Yeah. Good luck mowing the yard this weekend. I mean, you better get it done because I think it's supposed to rain again.
Oh, rain again. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I snuck out and on my mower that I bought at Eddie Hill's Fun Cycles, my Hustler mower.
401 North Scott, downtown Wichita Falls since 1966.
I was about to mow at least the backyard because it was a little wild, and so I was about to do it, and then it started raining, but I had to do it next day, but I got a lot more done yet next day. So
absolutely.
But
so
anyway,
Loco for Cinco, go check them out. Downtown Street Festival, lots of fun, lots of things to do, and once again, another one of those things, and I say this over and over. Another one of those happenings in Wichita Falls that if you go, you're going to bump into somebody you know.
Yep.
And,
guaranteed.
And it's great to catch up with them. Yep. Somebody you don't talk to maybe you see him at the Taco Fest and the Pancake Festival, and you see him and maybe at the Scotland or Winthorpe Sausage Feed. You see him at these certain things, and that's all you see them. Yep. But they're friends, and they're people you've known for a long time, and it's a great time to catch up. So, all right. Loco for Cinco, go check it out.
All right.
Tomorrow.
Yep.
That would be mañana.
Mañana. Okay. And then tomorrow, or not tomorrow, next week.
Next week is a downtown after hours art walk.
There you go.
Which is the first Thursday.
I finally went last time, and I was impressed and happy that I went.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a great event. Another great event downtown. Starts about probably 5 o'clock or so.
5:30 to 9.
Yeah, downtown Wichita Falls, and part of the street is blocked off. It starts east of Scott Street. So some of the streets there, they'll start east of Scott Street. And it's an art walk, like it says art walk. There's a lot of artists you can see on the website right there.
And food.
Lots of artists, but there's so much other than that.
Oh,
there's food. There's people playing live music down there.
Yep.
There's knick-knack shops, handcrafts, people that make handcraft things that are selling down there.
And some of the merchants are open.
Yes,
Yeah,
and some of the merchants are open downtown. So really great festival. So you're going to have to, you start kind of at the Big Blue, right? It's kind of a good landmark to start at is Big Blue.
About halfway down, that's 8th?
8th
Street, about halfway from Scott, and then it kind of starts. And then everything from that point forward down until you almost to, not quite, to the railroad. Yeah. And then the farmers, one of the
downtown farmers market. The downtown farmers market,
yeah,
right.
Right up to the railroad tracks, and then it's over a block. No, it doesn't go south from there so much, but it does go north a little bit, up a block.
And then all the way east.
Yeah.
So, but Big Blue's a great, so Chris, you have Big Blue, and then you have the park right across the street from Big Blue, and that's a great jumping off point.
Yeah, all of that. Oh, hey, there. That's actually, is that it? That the official?
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, there's a layout.
Yeah, that's the official. I think as what's the day? April. Yeah, so that's the official layout.
Yeah, you can see Scott over to the far left there, but then it kind of works. It's Indiana and Ohio streets, and then 8th Street. So.
Yeah. So all right. Well, I'll try to get there. Although I would like us, I'm just putting this out there, sort of maybe committing us. I don't know if you can do it. I'll do it on my own, but I want to do a live stream out there one time. I don't think we'll make it this time.
No.
We're going to plan it.
I don't know that they're going to do it in the middle of the summer. I don't know if they're going to do it in
July. They're going to do it in
August.
July. No, they will not be doing it in July.
It's August. But maybe the fall.
No, August. No, it says right here, it actually says, the first Thursday of the month, 5:30 to 9, April through October minus July. It's hot.
Oh, yeah. It's hot in August,
It's
too.
hot in August.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
Maybe we'll do that in the fall.
No, we'll see.
Yeah,
okay.
sometime. But
all right. Well, cool. Well, then from
maybe
there.
June. Yeah, maybe June. I can't do it this week. This
month.
Well,
no. Yeah, no. I got to get the technical stuff worked out.
Right, but we'll live. So So you'll come check us out at Art Walk, and you'll have two idiots out there running their mouths. And
there we go.
Maybe we'll get Steve to stop by and say hi as well during.
My plan would be to have several guests.
Right.
The mayor. I mean, everybody just to pop in, say hello. Yeah. That's my dream.
That's a great idea. I think we ought to do it.
There we go. All right.
Sounds good.
So we got the Texas.
We'll have to find us a spot down there.
I know. So I know a client, a customer of mine that I think will give us right outside their office.
Oh, okay.
Right there on Indiana. Right there, man.
The bail bondsman, right?
No, yeah. No, it's actually
no. That's not your customer. That's your the person you go get bailed out with.
Yeah, there we go. Well, attorneys. These are the attorneys for you.
Yeah,
So I think they'll do it, but I obviously got to get a commitment. So anyway, the next thing we got here
coming up is the Texas Ranch Roundup.
Yeah.
This is another great event in Wichita Falls. Now it's in July, so we're not going to talk about it every week or every weekend, but we will kind of talk about it a little bit because we need to let people know. Get your tickets early.
Yeah.
This is one of those deals, and I forgot who the headliner is this year.
Oh, I don't know. Let's
see if you can find the event there.
Yeah, Reagan Neighbor. No, that's the
K.
contact.
Yeager Coliseum.
Okay, no, but right here, Reagan Neighbors. That's what I was. That's somebody who you call if you got questions.
Yeah, no, that's not.
Let's see here.
Yeah, Josh Weathers is going to be here.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
I thought there was somebody. Keep going. Who's that?
I don't know. Who is that? Let's see. Neil McCoy.
Neil McCoy. Oh, yeah. Okay. He's a longtime Texas singer.
Okay.
So there's live music at this thing, but the big thing that it's like it says, it's a ranch roundup, and it's real working cowboys. this is the real Americana, as Americana as you can get, is right here.
Okay.
You have these ranches. There's a lot of ranches around us, and I say around within the 100, 150 miles. They'll bring a lot of staff. They'll bring cowboys. They'll bring some of their support people, and they'll come in and they'll do competitions. Okay. And it's real. It's based on real ranch competitions. I don't want to say like wild cow milking. Most of them don't do wild cow milking every day on the ranch.
Wild cow milking?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, if you have never seen that, they've got to catch a cow who's not really wanting to be caught and then milk her.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot to it. But they have cutting horses, which is a real ranch thing. They cut cattle out, cut herds and stuff like that.
Okay.
But it's not your traditional rodeo with your bull riding and your bronc riding. They do have bronc riding and that sort of thing, but they do a lot of things that are real things that real cowboys do on a daily basis. Okay. And it's kind of an insight, or it's based on those. And they have a competition. And last year, the R.A. Brown Ranch, as you can see them right there proudly, they were the 2025 Texas Ranch Roundup champions. They compete for a couple of days. They get points depending on where they place in each event. Right. And at the end, they declare a winner. Okay. And it's a big thing for these ranches, but it's a neat deal to go out and see. You always hear about cowboys growing up and this and that. No, There are still cowboys. There are still people that do this. I did this. When I was in high school, I actually cowboyed. But there are people that do this, and they do this for a living. This is their lifestyle. It is a way of life for them. And it's just a real neat insight to that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's...
So Texas Ranch Roundup, check it out.
17th and 18th.
For some reason, I think they've got a big headliner, and
Well, here's the events. Let's see, Ranch. Okay. Well,
next week we'll know I'll have it down for somebody. Not next week, but the next time we talk about it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, cool.
Because we announced when the big headliner, and I've got a couple of names floating in my head, but I don't want to spit it out, in case and tell somebody wrong.
Yeah. No worries. All right.
Yeah. Anyhow.
So then, okay. So what do we got on?
Well, there was kind of this big deal that happened last week, last weekend that you and I, after we were off the air, obviously, a shooting, a potential. Yeah. Well, there was a shooting because a guy did get some shots off him. A person got shot, but
fortunately nobody killed. So.
It was a potential assassination attempt.
Yeah.
At the is it the Hilton? The Hilton.
Okay.
I believe is where they had the White House. They were having the White House press correspondent dinner. This is a annual event. It's a charity event where they raise money, and it's White House correspondents. So it's all the people that work at the White House in the press. They put this on, and Donald Trump was going to be there. I think this is the first year he's been there as a president.
Yeah, he wasn't there last year, apparently.
No, I don't think he was there during his first term either.
Right. Well, maybe so, but I was just saying he didn't make it the last year because he was still in office last year this time. He was in office.
Oh, yes,
yes. Because he had just come into office.
But I don't think he's been there since he's been the president. And so video surveillance shows him. Boy, this dude is fast. I mean,
I actually didn't get to see it yet.
Team USA needs to sign him up for a track star. I don't know if I don't know how fast he can run with an ankle monitor on. But But anyhow, so you see this video surveillance, and it's outside the ballroom. Now, he did not get into the ballroom where the president was.
Right.
But he was headed that way, and he was loaded for bear.
Yeah, he had shotgun? That's what he got the Secret Service guy with.
He had handgun, he had knives. Yeah, he had all kinds.
He was ready for something.
He actually took a picture of himself. They found a picture of him that he was dressed up with all his gear and stuff like that right before he went and did this.
Jeez. But
you see a video surveillance, and it's just not great footage, but you see this guy, and it's just a blur.
Wow.
Runs by, and he's trying to go past the checkpoint. You have to think this was a suicide mission for this guy. Because he thought, well, you're not going to get real close enough to the president to shoot him and then just walk off.
Right.
But that's what it looked like. Of course, he was stopped. There was an agent. I don't know if it's a Secret Service agent or a security officer. Somebody was shot in the leg.
Was another. Oh, actually in the leg.
Yeah.
Besides because there was Secret Service got hit in the.
I think the guy got shot in the leg and was taken to the hospital. He's doing fine.
Right.
But so anyhow, the Secret Service did their job. They stopped him. But as you can see, if you watch the video from inside, they get the president, the vice president, and the cabinet members. Everybody's on the dais. Right. They get them down and they get them out of there.
Right. Well, and now what was like almost immediately, there was all over social media that they were suggesting it was faked. I mean, right off the bat, because number 3, this is the third. If his motive was in fact to try to get the president,
he does have a manifesto they found that said that. That he was not only that he was intent on killing everybody in the cabinet from the top down. That was his manifesto. Yeah, you're right. Now, so some people said that Butler was staged. The president got shot in the goddamn ear.
Yeah, well, I know.
And that was some sort of divine, whether you believe in divine intervention or not.
Wow.
For him to turn his head just at the right time.
Yeah, that was close. But but number 3, and this for them to just, think about it. They talk about the moon landing. That would be a monumental task, but it would be, I think, similar and not in scale if you were to try to fake something like this. Think about it.
There's too many people involved.
Yeah, I know. It's just, I don't know.
Too many people involved that have no reason to do it.
Yeah.
That's the problem you have. And I always look at that when somebody says somebody's fake or somebody faked something or whatever. I have to go, okay, who did it and what's their motivation?
Yeah.
And you have.
Oh, they paid him. They paid this guy who.
Yeah. So paid him how much and then
right.
and who all knew
and he, by all accounts, he was seemed to be an upstanding citizen up to that point.
Yeah, he was a school teacher
and engineer, I think.
Yeah, but he was into these rallies and these protests.
Well, yeah, well, that's all. Yeah,
so, I'm saying that you're not an upstanding citizen if you go to that, but you do have a political leaning that's probably pretty strong.
Well, short of, if you don't go and try to shoot people or hurt them, then you're in the relatively normal, right? You're not after somebody. So again, so he's going to
attack people, attack ICE officers, and attack police.
Yeah.
Even if you're not trying to shoot them, you're attacking them. You can't touch those guys.
Right.
You shouldn't be able to.
Right.
And by the way, they ought to be able to beat the living shit out of you if you touch them. That's my opinion.
Leave your hand.
It's a choice. It is a choice for you to put your hands on somebody.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, if you choose to put your hands on anybody, you should be fair game to have the shit beat out of you by anybody. I'm just saying, if I put my hands on Terry ought to be able to beat the crap out of me because I made a choice to put my hands on you, and that's not right.
Yeah.
I violated your rights. You should have a right to fight back at any point.
Okay.
That's just how I believe across the board.
Okay.
And I don't care if you're in a uniform, or if you're 2 bums on the street. It doesn't matter to me. You lay your hands on somebody else, you have now opened yourself up to an ass whipping.
Yeah. So all this in the end, I guess it's all going to shake out, and because since nobody got killed.
Fortunately, nobody got killed. It wasn't a major, but it just goes to show there was another attempt. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm tired. I do not like the pundits on the right who keep talking about this. Jimmy Kimmel should be. I can't stand Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah.
But what his joke about she has the glow of a fresh widow or something like that. Nobody said a word about that. That happened a few days before until this happened. He had no idea that somebody was going to try to shoot the guy. I believe that joke was probably more on, the fact is Donald Trump's a lot older than Melania. That's kind of one of those jokes. He's a rich guy who's older. But I get tired of when people say these people are inciting violence. Nobody is inciting you to do anything. Yeah. You have a choice. When people say like this, when I hear people say, so-and-so made me feel bad. No, you made you feel bad.
Yeah.
Nobody can make you feel anything.
No, you have a choice.
You have a choice.
How you react.
Control your emotions.
Absolutely.
Right. But it's not just how you react, it's how you feel. If somebody, somebody might say something and that you choose or you allow that to make you feel bad, but you can't. Nobody can make me feel bad.
Yeah. What was the mantra?
You come up to me and say, "Hey, fat guy, da da da," and I'll say, "Fuck you, I don't care." And I don't care what you think. Yeah. I literally do not care what you think.
Well, right, but it's what happened to the sticks and stones and break my bones.
But
names will never hurt me. So what the hell? Why can't we? don't speak. I think we have, and I think there's, to some extent, every generation, probably throughout the years, has had it easier and easier and easier than the previous one. And so there's always it's like in the military, when I came in, the crusty old master sergeants, that were in Vietnam and chief master sergeant, they're all rough and, they were God, the chief especially, man. The chief was like, oh my God. Now, when of course I've been gone, I entered 42 years. Oh God. Anyway, 42 years ago, man. And so back then versus now, I can see some differences, but then society changes over time. But I think what documented, no doubt, is that we have more mental health issues than we ever have. And and some of that is mental toughness. That doesn't mean we haven't had mental illness and we haven't had people who are depressed or had anxiety and had divorces and had all life's things. But there is a certain amount of mental toughness that you need to have. That's called independence. It's called, sticking up for yourself. It's
grit.
There's something.
I'm going to tell you though. I think this right here has exacerbated mental health issues.
Absolutely.
Because so many people are tied into social media, and this is their life. They spend all their time. You see people.
Well, yeah.
And this is all they're doing. When you're doing this, you're not learning anything. And I'm not scrolling. I'm not on Facebook. I'm just scrolling. But when you see somebody sitting somewhere in a doctor's office or whatever, and all they're doing is doing this.
Well, right now, I find listening, like I've been listening to this guy Rory something. He's out of the UK. He's a marketing dude. But I've just found I find things like that. And I listen to him for 20 minutes, 30 minutes. There's some scientific things on here that I listen to. I do learn. But no, when I do catch myself looking at the little shorts, which of course we're guilty of putting shorts out there.
Mindless scrolling.
Right. But you got to just stop at some point and just continue on. But I look at it as a device. I find it amazing. And Miranda, I got to go make. Oh, well, I gotta go pop. She wanted to come in. But anyway, so we...
You'll go let her in real quick? And
I could do it. Yeah, but anyway, I'll go do that right quick. So.
But anyhow, the problem you have is, hey, Terry's got to go let somebody in the door. We locked the door without thinking this morning. The problem you have is the social media obsession. And what you have to do is you have to break that obsession. You have to discipline yourself to not spend so much time on social media and not spend so much time worrying about what everybody else is doing. And also understanding that your business is your business. Quit sharing your business with everybody. Quit using everybody's business as your barometer. And if you catch yourself, if you'll discipline yourself to stay off of Facebook a little bit and not push so hard, you're going to be a better person. And you're going to have more free time to do things. I'm telling you, I'm a very disciplined person in a lot of ways, especially when it comes to my time. And I remember the early days of Facebook when I was on there, and I would go 30 minutes would go by, and I realized I can't even remember the last 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Nothing important happened, and I wasted 30 minutes. And the second time I did that, I said, bullshit, I'm not going to do this. And then I thought, I'm pretty disciplined. People there's so many people who don't have discipline, they ain't got a shot.
Yeah, and I do. I find a certain amount of it okay, but I do catch myself. It's like, hey, I do not open social media during the day, during my work day, because it is not productive at all unless I'm going to post something. If I'm going to do something for business or whatever.
There's a bit, business is different.
Right, but otherwise, I don't do anything. Now, I'll save it for later, maybe right before I go to bed. We'll go check out what's new. But I'm looking at if you look at my feed, it's about news and technology.
Yeah.
That's what I pay attention to.
Nerd stuff.
So, yeah.
So anyhow, this was the third attempt, and it wasn't really close. Ironically, this is right outside the hotel. This hotel is right where John Hinckley Jr. shot Reagan.
That's right. Yeah,
we all saw that over and over on the news.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but anyhow.
Well, all right. Well,
we need to move on a little bit.
Yes.
We don't have a guest today, so we're gonna run into a little bit. But then I've got to blast off. I've got to head out of town in a little bit here.
Okay.
But the Supreme Court upholds the Texas redistricting map.
Oh yeah, that's a big deal.
So this was the redistricting map. Now, there is no doubt this was politically driven. None. I mean, but James Frank sat right here and as a Republican representative in the state of Texas and said, yes, this is politically driven. Whether you like it or not, it's politically driven. But the difference, it's
not based on race.
Right. The law says, the law doesn't say whether you can base districts on politics or not. Right. It says you can't base them on race, religion, and that sort of thing.
Well, those are fundamental to what you're not supposed to discriminate, and that's what you're doing.
That's what it's all about.
Yep.
And so the Supreme Court looked at this map and said, no, there is no evidence that this was race-based. And by the way, people say, oh, this is all going to be Republicans. There's no guarantees.
No.
I mean, they're all taking a chance. Ironically, the Supreme Court did shut down a map that came out of Louisiana, Miranda's home state, because it was racially motivated. And by the way, the people that put that map together, they said it was racially motivated.
Yep.
I mean, it wasn't. They were never. It was like, we want to create another black, which that's so passively racist. Why is it? Because you think somebody's a different color that they all vote the same?
I want to make an all-white district.
It's stupid.
Right? I mean,
and by the way, do all white people vote the same? No, they don't.
Not.
Do all black people vote the same? No, they do not.
No, but there's...
And you have these racist, that's what they are. Right. They're racist. They're passive racist who think that everybody of a certain thing, if you're the gay community, the black community, the Hispanic community, that they all vote as a group. No, these are individuals with minds, educated people who make up their own decisions.
Yep.
Quit putting them in boxes.
Yep.
And that's the one nice thing about being a white person. The white privilege that we have, you hear about white privilege bullshit. The white privilege we have is we know that nobody gives a shit, that just because you're white and I'm white means nothing. Right. I don't support you because of your color.
No.
You don't support me because of my color. We may or may not vote the same way.
No.
And so, but it is a racist thing to say, I want all these black people, and because your assumption is all black people are going to vote the same.
Well,
bullshit.
Well, no, but I mean the facts support, at least if you look at historically, it's 80 to 90% of the black population. I'm just saying, but they know that, and so they can.
Yeah, but you're making an assumption.
No,
and by the way, what's going to happen if the next person comes up? By the way, Donald Trump got a lot more black votes than any Republican ever had.
I know, and
so you're making some assumptions.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
but he's shook it up a bit. Interestingly, the way, it's just the way he's portrayed as racist, and yet he's got more than
he has more minorities that vote for him.
Than
any other Republican ever has.
And so it's an interesting phenomenon there. But the main thing is that the key is that it is by race that you're doing that, and it is, that's the key. I mean, I just, that's what drives me nuts. So, but anyway, we got it.
All right. So a couple big things here. Let's do Nocona real quick, and then Don Farrell, I want to do that. So Nocona to host the 13th Annual Cruisin Nocona Weekend. Nocona is a little town about 45 miles east of here. It's a great little drive, by the way. It's not very scenic when you get
82
going to Henrietta. But once you get on the other side of Henrietta, you kind of get some rolling hills and stuff like that. And Nocona is a little town that actually had a big revitalization a few years ago. There was a family who made it really big in the oil business. I mean, really big, multi-millions, who were from Nocona and said, we want to invest in Nocona. And that's what they did. The Horton people, the Horton family. They came into Nocona and they dumped millions into the city of Nocona to revitalize the downtown and that sort of thing. And some of these things have come out of that. And this is the Cruisin Nocona. It starts at tonight. They call it a Dark of the Moon lighted convoy. And it's Clay Street, which is kind of the main street of Nocona.
Right.
And so it starts tonight with basically a drive at night. Everybody drives around that area. And then there'll be live music tonight. And then tomorrow from 9 to 11, there'll be breakfast burritos and in the Justin Building on Clay Street. And then there's going to be a car, motorcycle, and working truck show starting at 10.
Right.
And there's going to be all kinds of family-friendly activities out there. It's a festival. And so if you don't have anything to do tomorrow and you want to go see something different and unique, go to Nocona. It's a 45-minute drive. It's a real easy drive.
Yeah.
You know, it won't take you an hour to get there. And go check it out. Lots of neat people, lots of nice people, a really neat community that the Nocona Boot Factory is there that makes, well, they don't make boots as much. They make gloves, baseball gloves and things. But they're there, and this community kind of faded out a little bit, but then it was revitalized. By the way, when you're going through there, if you have time, stop at the museum that's there. It's the Tales and Trails Museum or whatever that. It's right outside of Nocona. It is a great museum. I stopped there one time. I drove by it for years and said, I'm going to stop because I'm a nerd for museums. And if you go, it's a really neat museum that talks about not just the city of Nocona, but the area. Okay. And it goes back to where the Native Americans lived there and settled in that area and that sort of thing.
Cruisin Nocona Weekend.
Look, you think about having some hardy people. Oklahoma wasn't Oklahoma. It wasn't the state of Oklahoma. It was Indian territory. And when you settled right along the Red River here, you had a lot to contend with Indian raids and that sort of thing. So go check it out. And the last thing we want to hit that's important here is Dawn Farrell, who was a candidate for the Wichita County judge who did not make the cut. Right. So you had three candidates. You had Mark Dora, you had Rick Hatcher, and Dawn Farrell. And I think Dawn got about 24%. I know something like that of the vote. And the other two candidates got the rest. But what happens is, because she was there, nobody got 50%. Right. So now there's a runoff. Now, we've had Rick Hatcher in, and we've also had Mark Dora in. Mark was in like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago with us. And Dawn has officially endorsed Mark Dora. Yeah, there you go. So she's thrown her support behind him. You know, I think Rick or Mark, either one of them are going to make really good county judges and do a great job for the county of Wichita County. But Dawn looked at the two and said, hey, I want to do this. Now, she is a very substantial person. Oh, yeah. Yeah, met with her and spoke with her. She's really a great person, and went off and was brigadier general.
I think so. Be my little general. So that's the B, which is the brigadier. Yes.
Yeah.
1 star.
Yeah, brigadier general in the U.S. Air Force. I mean, Hershey grad. Yeah. Yep. So she was at Hershey. Well, not at the same time that Mike and I were, but she left right a year or two before Mike and I got into Hershey.
Well, after talking to her a little bit, she actually entered as enlisted, and so she became a general and started out enlisted.
Yeah,
so,
which is a heck of a deal. So anyhow, for what it's worth, Dawn Farrell has officially endorsed Mark Dora for Wichita County Judge. All right.
So what else is that?
Well, the Wichita Falls ISD named its Teachers of the Year, and this year's elementary teacher was LaShondra Hooper of Shepherd Elementary, and in the elementary schools, and then in the secondary was Nikki Norman of Ryder Middle School, which is hard to say, because Ryder was a high school for so many years. It's a middle school now. Yeah. But they do elementary and they do secondary, which is all your middle schools and high schools together. Okay. So congratulations on them. This used to be one of my most favorite events to attend when I was on the school board. And we got to go to these things, and the Teacher of the Year awards were great, the West Foundation. But when you're on the school board, those are some of the most fun. That's kind of those things in graduation are kind of makes it all worthwhile. Right. Yeah. So, yeah.
Well, cool. Well, anything else? Are we gonna
ready to call it?
Okay. Well, then tell you what, we're gonna have next week. We've got
Ish Duran, who is the Potentia. He's in charge of the Competencia, and they are doing the Loco for Cinco, but they're also doing the Art Walk. So he got two big events this week. Ish is going to be
He's going to be busy,
and he's going to come in Friday after the Thursday night Art Walk.
Right, early.
Yeah, he may need some coffee or something like that.
Yeah, All right. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll wrap it up there. So like Mike always said, though, is we'll see you down the road.